In just a few weeks, the newest piece of Star Wars media, Skeleton Crew, is set to release, and we got a new trailer not too long ago, and it was very interesting. We start off in what appears to be a school hallway with Wim asking Fern what she is in for, and this appears to be a sort of after-school detention. The kids in the show do end up finding themselves in a lot of trouble, so this is probably foreshadowing some of the trouble we will be seeing them get into later. We move on to seeing the other two kids in the group with KB and Neil, and they are all doing what appears to be some sort of volunteer work, maybe as a punishment for whatever mischief they all got into. As they do this work, they stumble upon a ship known as the Onyx Cinder, and a funny story about this ship is that we actually had it leaked to us through a Lego set that's exactly knew the name of the ship, what it was going to look like, and some more details about the characters. It's a pretty funny way for a piece of Star Wars media so big to get leaked through Lego. As our crew explores the ship, they start it and accidentally take off, and Wim's dad sees this and runs after them, but it's too late. Our crew ends up far from home on a very ominous planet where it looks like trouble is waiting to happen around any corner, and we will soon find out that's exactly what's going to happen. They end up buying food because after all that traveling, I'm sure they're hungry, and a comment is made when they go to pay about Old Republic credits, and they are questioning how did these kids come across these Old Republic credits, and all of a sudden what appears to be a bunch of criminals and bounty hunters turn and look at them and are wondering who are these people. Obviously, they didn't know exactly what these Republic credits were. I'm sure their parents tried to hide them from what happened and what is currently happening in the galaxy because they want to keep their children's childhoods as happy and peaceful as possible. As they try to escape the danger that is looming, we are quickly introduced to Jude Law, who is going to be a crucial part in this show and play what I feel to be a big parent figure to these kids. We know that Jude had some Jedi abilities because in a prior trailer we actually saw him use the Force to get keys to a jail cell. We don't know too much about him, and rumors are that he was a Jedi or at the very least trained by someone who knew how to use the Force. He carries a blaster, so I'd assume after the events of Order 66, he gave up his lightsaber not to stand out as the Jedi were being hunted down. He makes a partnership with the kids, helping them get home, and this reminds me a lot of Stranger Things. It gives me a really big Steve, Jonathan, Nancy, and Robin vibe with the whole group. We then see Jod saying that Neil has to take over and fly, and I sense a lack of confidence with him, not only from his facial expressions and him saying, "Who, me?" and then Wim also saying, "Him?" But on a side note, I feel that Neil will become incredibly clutch towards the end of the show, taking on some huge tasks to help save the group and get them home safely. I think that this is going to foreshadow some huge character development throughout the series. Pirates are now after the crew, and this feels like potential for a live action Hondo appearance, but I'm not expecting one even though it would be awesome to see Hondo in live action. We see many explosions and other action scenes regarding booby traps and different creatures trying to attack. It then cuts to Wim's parents discussing the children being off-world and going to take action and maybe go after or hiring people to bring them back home. A massive Stranger Things and Indiana Jones vibe was present throughout this trailer. I'm looking forward to the show. I don't expect this to be anything groundbreaking for Star Wars, but it has all the potential for a fun story that doesn't tie into the Skywalker saga, and just a fun adventure with all new characters. We're just a few weeks out from the premiere of this show, and I'm excited to hear all of your thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? And I'll see you in the next one.